Hello everyone. After talking a little bit about the meaning and definition of the term research, understanding a little bit about what is research, what it isn't, I think it's time that we look at features of research or characteristics of research. This lesson has been created by me, Dr. Mariam Narona, for the benefit of my students of Research Methodology MCOM Part 2 2019 syllabus, which is being followed by colleges affiliated to Savitribai Phule Pune University SPPU. Anyone who is studying research methodology or business research may find value in this video. It is not possible to understand the features of a particular phenomena or a particular term or a particular concept without understanding its meaning. So just let us very briefly again reinforce the meaning of research. Now, the Oxford Dictionary defines research as the systematic investigation into and study of materials and sources in order to establish facts and reach conclusions. So, research is systematic. There is a particular sequence in which you progress when you want to do research. It is an investigation, that is, it is an inquiry. It questions how, why, when, where, and what of the phenomena, occurrence, or event which you are studying, and it involves the use of materials and sources, that is, various materials and sources which you need to establish facts and reach conclusions. So the outcome of research usually is in the form of certain facts and conclusions. So from that definition and whatever we have discussed so far regarding the meaning of research, what it is, what it isn't, the features of research are: research is a systematic process. It follows a certain sequence. There are certain definite steps which have to be taken in order to carry out research. Every research may not have the exact same steps, but broadly, research has certain common things which have to be done by the researcher. Like every researcher starts by identifying a problem or a gap, in a knowledge gap which needs to be addressed, and finally, as they progress, they will collect data, they will make questionnaires, they will interview people, they will have to decide a sample, and they will have to collect data, analyze it, and then draw some conclusions, establish a relationship between the variables they are studying, or zero in on some facts and draw certain conclusions. So research is always a systematic process. You cannot achieve anything, any worthy outcome of research if you do not conduct it in a systematic manner. Research involves logical reasoning. That is, here the researcher cannot afford to be biased. If he wants to have a proper result or outcome, then his own personal judgment, bias, prejudices should not affect him when he is carrying out research. Every researcher has to be logical and he has to deal with facts in order to carry out research properly. So research involves logical reasoning. Research involves inductive and deductive method. We have already spoken about what is deductive. Just to repeat it again, deductive methods are used to verify an observed event, whereas inductive approaches are associated with qualitative research, which variables which you cannot exactly quantify. such as likes, dislikes, feelings, emotions. These cannot be quantified, whereas deductive methods are more commonly associated with things which you can quantify. So say income and expenditure, the amount of rainfall and agricultural production, these things, return on investment, these things can be quantified. So inductive and deductive methods. Then observation. Research involves observation. Sometimes it is used as a method whereby data are collected. Why? Because you can learn a lot by observation. All of us have done that experiment in school, germination of a seed, where you were encouraged to soak a seed, wait for it to sprout a little bit, then you put it in some soil and observe when the plant starts shooting up, things like that. So observation is a very big part of research. You learn a lot by observing data. So you have quantitative and qualitative data. You have data collection from primary and secondary sources. So all data collected by a researcher first hand is primary data, and which is collected from other sources is known as secondary data. Other people's research, publications, books, magazines, periodicals, journals, all of this is secondary data. Research is an analytical process. It involves analysis of data in order to establish a relationship or to test your hypothesis, which is a statement, a predictive statement which is put to the test in research. We will discuss that as we go along in more detail in the research process. Research needs to be accurate because people rely on it. We've seen that research impacts the whole world, directly or indirectly, and therefore accuracy is required in research. Research should have some measurable outcomes. Ideally, in case of even qualitative data, it is always some numbers or values are assigned to data to make it more understandable, and it is easy to establish relationships when it is given those scores or values. So it should be measurable, its outcomes should be measurable, and those outcomes must always improve things, make them better. Research studies a causal relationship between variables in a particular study. As I've mentioned, the relationship between agricultural production and rainfall, say income, expenditure, income, propensity to save or inclination to save, things like that. So causal relationship is established, or you can say even where your consumers are located. What is their demographic profile? Rural consumer and his buying habits, urban consumer and his buying habits or spending habits or saving habits. So it's always exploring a causal relationship. The next video in this series of videos I've made for research, an introduction to the concept of research and the steps of the research process, is on the objectives of research. What do we hope to achieve by doing research? If you like the educational content in this video, do hit like. Do subscribe to this channel if you find value in the educational content uploaded here, and do leave your comments and feedback. Thank you.